Be blessed by the divine. Do we have proof that God exists? My friend, let us first understand the definition of the word God, and then we will attempt to answer the question. What is God? Is it the body? Is it nature? Is it our mind? Is it our ego and our thoughts? Is God the either energy particles that drives our life force and produces the magnetism that we need to govern our metabolic functions and our brain functions? Or is God in a temple? Is it in the form of an idol? Does it require us to sacrifice ourselves? Or is it a superhuman being with 10 different heads and 20 different hands? Let's examine all of this in just 1 minute. If you ask yourself, where have you come from? You have inherited your life force from your parents. Our parents have inherited their life force from their parents, our grandparents. So on and so forth, we can go up to the first human being who is born in this world. Where did the first human being inherit his life force from, or her life force from? Perhaps from an animal. If we accept the Darwin's theory, then the animal itself evolved from a plant. If we keep going back in evolution, the plant perhaps evolved from an amoeba. The amoeba evolved from this planet. The planet is comprised of Panchabhutas, Prithvi, Teyu, Apu, Vayu, Akash. All other 4 elements of the Panchabhutas, Prithvi, Teyu, Apu, Vayu, earth, water, fire and air, was created from ether. Ether has been acknowledged, has been studied well, and has been recorded, and has been given with evidences by our scientific friends. Ether exists. If you split an energy particle, you can destroy an entire city. If you fuse 2 energy particles, you can power an entire city, perhaps even an entire nation. 95% or even 96% of the France as a country, its power is generated from nuclear reactors. If such enormous power has to be contained within an energy particle, the energy particle itself must have evolved from an inexhaustible source of self-compressive surrounding pressure force, which is all pervasive, which is all penetrating. It is within the energy particle itself. It is surrounding the energy particles. All of us are a conglomeration, a group of these energy particles. Now, where is God in this? God was understood to be the almighty, primordial state that is all-compressive, that is all-surrounding, that is almighty, that is super-conscious, which is inexhaustible in nature. And from this primordial state, an energy particle, a Shakti, was formed. The energy particles came together to form air. Air got condensed further and became fire. Fire produced water. Water produced earth. From this earth, the same primordial self-compressive force evolved into amoeba and into plants and to different animals and human beings and finally as ourselves. See, the other side of the mind is the primordial state. God is inside us, Aham, Brahmasmi. God is within us. God is around us. God surrounds us. God is in between you and me. God is everywhere. He doesn't have a human form. He doesn't have 10 heads. It doesn't have 20 hands. It doesn't have a stomach. It doesn't need an idol. These are all our imaginations. We associate the different creations of this almighty force in different forms, and we build a space where we could go and relate to that particular creative form of Mother Nature and start worshipping that particular form, and our mind gets stuck as that particular idol is God. God must exist everywhere. It is with that unfailing law of nature that the almighty force governs each and every functions in our body. For instance, we eat food, food converts itself into juice, juice becomes blood, blood becomes tissues, tissues becomes fat, fat becomes bone, bone becomes marrow, marrow becomes the vital fluid. The life force is contained within the vital fluid. As long as we have the vital fluid in good quality and good quantity, we survive as a human being. Scientists are not able to reproduce any of these 7 different transformational processes of food in a laboratory. Who governs it? Our mind is governed by the almighty force. Whether we do good or whether we do bad, we are governed by our subconscious mind. If there is a liar who is asked a question in a court of justice, there is inner conscious mind that speaks to him and shows him that he is lying. How is he able to get it? A mother is able to intuitively understand that a child needs her help. How does intuition work? How is it that you believe in the goodness in me and you are watching this video today? How is it that you believe in the goodness in yourself? Where did the goodness originate from? There is a man for a woman. There is a woman for a man in this planet. Humans have inhabited this planet for perhaps 65,000 years, according to one anthropology study. Maybe more, who knows? But the fact that there is a beautiful equilibrium, there is a beautiful equality that is maintained by Mother Nature on this planet between the ratio of men and women, proves that there is unfailing law. There are millions of stars. Each sun is a star. One such sun is our sun in the solar system. There are so many planets around the solar system, and they're all working in a pattern, precision, and regularity. Who governs this? If you approach the definition of God from a logical, systematic, and a scientific manner, it is very easy for you to conclude that God indeed exists. We are a fraction of the totality. The fraction demands, the totality supplies. Be blessed by the mind.